Good morning. Good morning. I put a little bit of cream in my coffee this morning. Just a little bit. Just the slightest bit. And butter cake because I've been putting butter in my coffee. Just has a different alternative. It's kind of like a salty taste. It's good. I like it. But it literally looks like, Austin Powers stool sample. That's what it looks like. Just wait, I'll show you. Looks nasty. It looks like that's what it looks like. Like this coffee tastes like shit, but it doesn't. It's really good. That's just what it reminded me of. Someone could have diarrhea, like the shits, which is terrible. That sucks. Yeah. Anyway, maybe there's something in here for I'll put it on the community page if I find it. The remedy for diarrhea. Okay. More protein, I'm thinking. More protein. Somebody wanted to invite someone skating, but then never actually take them. Okay? And I don't know why, the reasoning behind that, but somebody wanted to invite someone skating, but then never, ever take them skating. That's weird. It's for some sort of manipulation, they wanted to be able to reach a hand out and give some sort of activity to do, but they didn't actually want to take you and they weren't going to. Weird. Figure skating in specific, figure skating, public skating, okay? They asked because they thought you were going to say no, okay? And some people did. They asked because they thought they were going to say no. They just wanted to look nice. Okay, so that's a scenario that I'm channeling. It's weird. It's just weird. My nails are different, okay? I did this one last night, and I didn't do this one because I get bored doing it. I get bored doing my own nails, and then by the time I'm done, my one hand looks like shit because I wasn't having fun anymore. So I only do one hand, and I keep this nail stuff out, and then I do the other hand today. It's a 2-day task for me doing my nails. I just don't got time to just go out and get them done because I'm broke and I don't got time to be sitting around randos. But I used to. Well, I love that my mom got that nail kit because it saves me so much. I haven't got my nails done in years. I think the last time I got my nails done was I didn't even buy it because I wouldn't. Somebody's dyeing their hair purple or pink or purple after being pink. Their hair was pink and now it's purple with blonde underneath. Somebody also purchased body paint. I don't know what that is even. maybe for modeling, I don't know, body paint. Okay, there's somebody's boss is pregnant, or there's a pregnant boss, or like a boss who just had a baby, who's breastfeeding, or is about to breastfeed. Okay, somebody doesn't want their boss or their instructor to find out about someone else. Okay, and the reason that they don't want their boss to find out about someone else is because they have been secretly like competing with you behind the scenes already at some point. Like they know who you are in person. They've been a part of your life in real life time for some reason, okay? And then behind the scenes, like two-faced, like they already know that they're no match to compete. But if they weren't competing to begin with, they wouldn't feel like this. They just feel like you're an asset. You know what I mean? Someone always has to be a fucking hater. Like, why? Why don't you treat that person like an asset and then learn from them? Okay, because you're intimidated somehow. That's why you're jealous, and that's why you don't want your boss to find out. That's why you don't want your instructor to find out. That's why you don't want any of the men or the women that you're around to find out. Stop competing. Be an ally. Okay? Learn from someone for once. Okay? Stop being a hater, or it's only gonna like prohibit your ability to learn things off of that person that you are really quite intrigued by. Okay, everyone is, and that's why you're jealous of them. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense. If I was like, wow, I see something in that person that I don't yet have, I would want to work with them. Okay? I used to feel jealousy too when I was younger. That's something that I had to like hand over to God. And that's something that I had to like, but there's something that about this person that I have that they don't already have. You know what I mean? I had to really introspect, right? Like, what if I don't know everything about this person, and that's a fact that I can base this off of, right? To make myself feel better in a not hater way, right? Or, okay, I see that, let me try to attain that. Where would I start? Beginner, okay? Some of you could be starting some sort of lesson, beginner lessons. Yeah, so that's how you kind of like flip the script on being jealous, or flip the script on like trying to hide someone because you're intimidated by their ability to do something. I'm getting like their ability to speak. Their ability to speak and cooperate and like have people like empowered is what someone's jealous of. All they can do is defame. Obviously, this person's going to go forward and talk shit, okay? They can't even help themselves. This person's insecurities are at the fucking forefront, okay? They know that they're no match, and they're running rampant. Out of control. Oh, shit. So this person has been envious for a while, okay? Not healthy. Okay, so they're gonna talk shit. If they haven't already, they're about to. Oh shit. It's like a blast from the past, right? They're gonna say something about the past. There it is. Okay. If this person's smart, the person that you're talking shit to, if they're smart, they'll be intrigued, okay? They won't take anything that you say as a grain of truth. They'll just notice the jealous vibe, right? The insecure vibe. The hater vibe. Right? They'd have to be like a queen in reverse. They'd have to be a queen in reverse to go along with it, or believe it, or get emotional over what you try to say to them. Because like even a Queen of Cups would have compassion for that person you're talking shit about. They'd be like, because they're intuitive as well, right? And compassionate. A Queen of Wands would know what you're doing because they've been that person in the past. They were once a karmic. You know, they'd have to be a queen in the reverse to believe what you're saying. Okay? And if they're a boss or an instructor, well, you know, I don't know. There could be some pretty immature bosses and instructors out there, so. This person isn't even competing with you, okay? It's all in your mind. Is the stupid thing. And if your boss or your instructor did come up to this person, they would give it a chance, because just because you're mad doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. Okay? When has your anger ever affected this person? That probably makes you even more mad. It's just never good to lie on someone. It's never good to shit talk. It's just never good. It looks bad. It looks really bad. Okay? And you'll attract other people like that. Because nobody else is going to want to listen to your shit. Okay? Yeah, you're trying to harness negative emotions and talk shit, man. You're trying to talk shit. So that people won't like this person. But people are enlightened what you do. They're not stagnant by this. They understand where someone's coming from. This is like a really codependent energy who's trying to talk shit. But people are enlightened that you just don't want this person to be a possibility in the workspace, in the educational space, in the whatever space, okay? It's real obvious that you're a hater. If you're talking shit about this person's past, or period, you're talking shit, period, you are the hater. You were the instigator in the past, too. I'm getting like you were argumentative for no fucking reason. When you worked with this person is no longer your friend for a reason, okay? It's equal and opposite. Like this was a very one-sided relationship. Somebody was like a beep. Somebody was a beep. What they did was unprecedented, like uncalled for. Somebody could have slept with somebody's ex like right after they broke up. Okay? Because the energy that I'm picking up of like what it relates with my situation, this person, we got in an argument that didn't even need to be in an argument, didn't even need to be one. Okay? She was like screaming at me. And then I like called this mentor that I had at the time, and I was like, listen, this girl just called me and like fucking like screamed at me for no fucking reason. And then she was like, well, this has happened a few times with other people in this group. Like, this person goes off on people. No matter who they're around, they just go off on people when they want to. And then that's when I learned I gotta bring this out. I gotta bring this out again. So somebody needs to hear it again. That's when I made this. What a good friend would be, what a not good friend would be. A good friend would be upfront, would listen, would be able to resolve problems on their own, would have a sense of humor, would be accountable, would be interdependent, would be honest, open-minded, would be authentic, would fight against adversity, would know when to stand up for their own beliefs. Okay. A not good friend would be shady, sneaky, unnecessary drama, an instigator. And that's exactly what this is. Miserable, a liar, defiant, blaming others for their problems, gossip, fake, manipulative, codependent, joins the adverse for whatever reason they have, and a follower of someone else's beliefs, okay? So this person was a not good friend. Look how many I circled when I was dealing with this woman. It was a real not good friend. Okay, I'm not going to say her name. But like, as soon as I identified that she was a not good friend, that was it. I didn't hang out with her anymore. I didn't call her anymore. I don't have time for that. Okay? And when I was getting a good understanding of this, I was like, she was explaining to me how she did this to other people before she did this to me. And then I was like, yeah, but I do understand in a sense, like, she did explain it to me, and like, I was trying to defend her. And I was like, she did this to this person and she did this to this person, but I like told her if she were to do that to me, she can't be my friend. And then so I just thought I'd be different. And then my mentor was saying, what makes you so special that you're different than all the other people that she freaked out on? You know, what makes you so special that she's not going to just flip the script on you whenever you don't do anything that whatever the fuck her issue is? What makes you so special? And I'm like, damn. Oh, right. I remember I am self-centered. Oh, right. I do remember that. Okay. I don't know what makes me so special, honestly. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, she's going to do that to you too. Okay. Until she learns that about herself, which this person has no introspecting skills. Okay. Because they're continuously pointing blame at other people. But this is the same person that slept with my boyfriend after I like broke up with him. I only dated him for like a month. Not even, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. This was when I first got into recovery this last time. Or maybe it was the second last time. I don't know. But anyway, I dated this guy in the program, okay, for like a couple weeks. But I was searching for a reason to not be with him, okay? And then he gave me a reason 2 weeks in. So I was like, okay, perfect. Because something about him was off. Something about him was really off. And then I found out. I found out he was a hoe. Big time. Okay. Anyway, that could happen to you. Okay? That could happen to you. Or like parts of that could happen to you. Just plug it in how it fits, okay? But that's how you identify a good friend from a not good friend. You make a list. Maybe make like copies of it so that you can like circle them, right? Actually circle all the things on the positive and negative side. If they equal out, it's worth laying a boundary down, right? It's worth taking an action to lay a boundary down before you cut that person out, because we all make mistakes, right? You're not going to find a perfect person, but you are going to find perfect people for you that do respect your boundaries, that do pursue the same passions and are honest, genuine, wanting to take like your guys' potentials to the next level together, right? Learn off each other. There is people out there like that. Okay, so don't think that like all men are the same, all women are the same, because they're not. But don't go down the same route with the exact same people who are fucking toxic, okay? Especially like if you are going to be a part of these groups like AA, whatever, right? Yeah, they're really, 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 really great groups for people who are just starting out. But understand that those people are they're sick too, right? It's not just that type of addiction they've been dealing with. Something led them there, okay? Something psychological led them there. So understand that like they're narcissists. And they're sick, and you have to understand that. You have to like leave them where they're at, like wrap them in a blanket of love in your mind and just leave them where they're at. Because they're only going to reach the certain potential that they're ready to reach, that they're ready to look in the face, right? And some that's not possible for them because they're not ever looking at it. So that's just their problem. That's their problem. Okay? Like, kudos to like the old timers who are still sticking it out for the young people, but I mean, I can't be around that. I just can't. It makes me feel sick because like I am really empathic. Anyway, that was a rant. And everybody has someone who's dealing with this, right? If this doesn't apply to you, apply it to someone who you need more empathy towards, okay? Because this could be happening to them as well. And you just fail to realize because you've shunned them already. You've already took the action to shun them. And that's never good. Somebody failed to take the next step with someone. Somebody didn't realize someone's potential. And now that somebody else does realize somebody's potential, they're like, why didn't I not realize? Why didn't I not realize? Because you never cared. You never cared to. Okay? And I'm not the first person. I won't be the last person that you don't care to. Okay? So maybe time to focus on self and your own passions, not the passion of other people. Somebody needs to go love themselves. Like, go love yourself. Okay? And go love yourself for a while. Somebody doesn't trust their path. So they like continuously try to like nose their way into other relationships that they can see in front of them. They don't trust themselves to just go out on themselves and just to like be themselves. Somebody uses like their body to like, damn. They don't even trust that they're a good person. They don't even know what to know when it comes to self. That's fucking sad, but like, so they like sleep with people. And they feel like that is what's to be had. I don't fucking know, but it's like, this person feels like if you were to be a part of something, all the everything would go to you. Like, what? If you think like that, it's going to be fair game, man. And it's just going to happen because you're thinking about it so hard, you know? And this person's just going to genuinely be themselves, genuinely trust in themselves, pursue all their passions, and live up to their ultimate potential. And you're going to continue to be jealous, okay? You see how it's like that's how somebody feels when it comes to competing with someone. Stop fucking competing with them. You're never going to reach that destination. You're always going to be thrown off. Because you're always trying to intercept other people's things. You're always trying to find a reason to be mad. Trying to find a reason to let loose. And act a fucking fool. And act a fool. Big time. Act a fucking fool. Like, how many bridges have you burned yet? Are you done burning bridges? Are you done burning bridges? I guess not. I guess not. Like, it's all fine and dandy, like, out in these groups, but then finally when you become a part of someone's personal life, you fuck it. Something like that. You can't even help yourself but to fall into the same pattern. You just can't even fucking help yourself. Your insecurities just go fucking rampant, and then you do the worstest shit. Somebody, like, literally can't control themselves with, like, flirting and, like, obsessive behavior. Somebody's obsessed. Obsessed with talking shit, obsessed with having someone look a certain way, obsessed with their past suitors, obsessed with anybody who knows this person. It's fucking weird, okay? You need to chill. Somebody needs to chill. You should have been a better person to this person. You should have been a better person to this person. They ended out this cycle. You'll have no chance at blindsiding them the way that you'd like to. I can't fucking talk, man. Somebody's, like, embarrassed, like, they're called out, blasted. So true. It's so true. Okay? This person's, like, in their emotions about it too. They want to be able to come in as a friend eventually. For what? Have another battle with yourself? To have another battle with yourself? Nah. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to do cue cards. Yeah, this person rose above you, man. Like, rise above. Rise above. Rose above your trouble. You're fucking troubled. Troubled. Nasty negative thinker. You want this person to forgive you eventually. House. Confused. Jealous. There's also somebody who's in, like, there's, like, a house over this way that's, like, full of jealous people. It's funny. Who are confused on how to come in and witch. Status in reverse. I'm getting moon water. This person likes moon water. Something about moon water. Status in reverse. Yeah, somebody just always wants to steal somebody. Somebody feels like you'd steal their status. Somebody could be a Cancer sign. Courage. Like, this person will just call you out, man. You shouldn't have talked shit, because it'll come up in this person's energy. Nasty house. Someone, like, does a lot of magic within a house. And I heard moon water. Moon water? I guess moon water is, like, you wouldn't... I don't know what you do with moon water, but, like, it shouldn't be something nasty. I suppose anything could be, like, switched from... Yeah, this person uses it in, like, a negative way. Okay, you could use moon water in a positive way, probably, to manifest. I'm not sure. Like, if you were to, like, set water in front of the moon and then, like, clean your windowsills with it, I feel like that would be, like, a clearing of energy. Or, like, if you were to, like, wash your entranceway, doorways, I feel like that would be good. In with the intent of clearing energy, that would be good. But these people are using it in a weird way, in a very negative, nasty way. They want you to forgive them. Okay, that won't fucking happen. You're too jealous. You cause confusion. Okay? The relationship that you had was, like, real off. Like, what did I have circled here? Sneaky, miserable, defiant, blaming others, gossip, codependent. Like, that is not good. That's not good. Like I kept that for a reason, okay? Proof of jealousy. You feel like if you say enough nasty things about this person, if you say enough negative things about this person, people will be confused and not want to work with this person. Status in the reverse, okay? But you know by working with this person in the past that you're on different levels, right? There's one level and then there's another level. This person's way above. This brings you satisfaction to talk negative about this person, but also you want this person to forgive you some way so that you can continue to cause confusion. Okay, so this is like a thing where, you know, if someone talks shit about me and then I go and I hang out with them, it kind of validates their shit talk. You know what I mean? If they're speaking negative about me, people will be confused, okay? They'll be like, oh, that must be true because they do hang out together. Okay, but if I don't hang out with this person and I don't forgive this person, okay, people will be left confused because why are they talking so much shit? I never see them together. Ever. Okay? Because this person isn't forgiven and they are jealous. Okay? And they do want this person to not have any sort of status. Okay? That's where the confusion will come from now, because you won't be associated with this person because you're way too fucking negative and nasty. Witch Warlock. Okay, this will be a lesson worker. Yeah. So I was getting this like somebody's boss or somebody's like instructor or something like that. Talking shit about them, okay? Like a fucking coward. Debt in reverse, communication. Somebody's vehicles or something could be repoed. Like assets are seized. Somebody could be like finally communicating with a parent. They were on rocky grounds with a parent, and now they're finally communicating with them, trying to resolve those issues, parental issues. Or it could be with a baby daddy, like they're finally starting to communicate after like having one of these outbursts. It's draining because it's unnecessary. Just unnecessary drama. Unnecessary drama. And anybody going through that would feel that. It's just a waste of time. Someone has like an idle mind. All they think about is, I'm not even going to say that, but nothing constructive. Nothing constructive, that's for sure. Enlightened on the stagnancies that you want to create for somebody by your negative, nasty ass thinking. Okay? Somebody wants to like talk shit, okay? And they've been talking shit, okay? That's what I heard. They've been talking shit. But it just shows how much of a hater they are, how intimidated they are. Okay? It's karma that people are enlightened on how you are. Okay? What makes them so special that you won't do the same thing to them? Nothing. Nothing. Lovers. It's like you kept trying to fuck these people. You kept trying to fuck this person's exes or something like that. It made you feel good. It makes you feel good. You're discovered. Illusions in the reverse. What you say is discovered. Okay? The reasoning behind what you say. Okay? It's an equal and opposite reaction to your shit talk. Tower moment. Tower moment. Like, it's so crazy how you could talk so much shit about someone and them not even be affected because they're not even aware of the competition that you're in with them. But they can call out your energy and have your whole world shake with the truth. Right? Everything that the narrative that you've built is just fucking crumbling. Oh shit. That's why you don't be toxic, man. You just don't. The envy is like, it's like green with envy. It's green with envy. You were attracted to a man in their life. That's what made you switch up, is a man. Okay? Someone picked a bro over, like, you know, someone picked being sexually attracted over a man over their bro, like their sis, you know? And this man loved it. Ew, fucking gross, yeah. Because they're a hoe, okay, like a gigolo. Maybe not quite a gigolo, but they're like, would fuck anything. So that was the end of that. That was the end of that. You poison this relationship. You poison this relationship. And you poison any of the relationships that you scout out. Okay? By bringing your cup openly to everybody. Like, you don't give a fuck. Okay? And that's why you won't get love. For real. Until you pour into self for real. Get to know yourself, man. Surrender this battle that you have with self of not being good enough, of going after men for like some sort of financial thing. I'm getting like a paternity test. Somebody like did a paternity test that was like weird. Something was weird about a paternity test. Something like, if someone got a paternity test, if a woman got a paternity test, go ahead and get your own. Go ahead and get your own kit. Go ahead and swab your own mouth. Go ahead and swab their own baby's mouth. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Because there's something whack about a paternity test here. And it'd be too bad if you were financially like supporting a baby that is somebody else's responsibility, right? Somebody can no longer control a situation when it comes to like this idea of you coming back into someone's life. There's a certain man, controlling man, who's like sleeping with someone here and wanted like a friend to come back in. And they're feeling like out of control. So they're no longer going to support this relationship financially. They're going to put an end to that. Okay, because it's not worth it. That beep isn't worth it. Okay, I'm getting like PUSSY. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it now that it's figured out. Okay, now that you could no longer come in either, they're feeling out of control. Okay, at a loss. Okay, and you're gonna feel at a loss too because you thought that actually meant something and it didn't. Okay, that's why you need to go love yourself before you just keep putting it all out there. And banging people's exes for some sort of control. Like, this person's going to jail. Okay? Damn. Well, there it is. Somebody's ex was up to this. Like an ex from back in the day. One that's fucking out of control. Out of control. Like psychopath. Who's in competition with you as well. In competition to defeat you. Okay? Somebody wants to end you so that they can take their child. What? It's weighing heavy on them that they're going to jail, but they are going to jail. You will go to jail. Okay? And you won't get this kid because this person's more authentic than you. You're a control freak in the way that it's like actually unhealthy. You can't be a part of this person's life, so you're going to ruin what? Them. Death. Ruin the love that they have. Like what? All because you can't have it. But when you did, you fucked it. Okay? I'm getting like heavy brainwash. Heavy domestic violence. Heavy illusions discovered. Somebody thinks that they can just do whatever the fuck they want. Like they have a God complex, okay? They do. They feel like because they have money, because they have looks, they can do whatever the fuck they want. But that's not true. You can't. This person's done being abused by you. Okay? If you have like a person like this, keep those walls up. Okay? An emergency protection order is a boundary. Okay? In these crucial situations, an emergency protection order is a boundary. A restraining order is a boundary. Okay? Choose your battles wisely. Okay, but we already did that one, so. Okay. Angel number 205. Angel number 83. Lighten up. Lighten up. These days, it seems that almost all of us are too serious. My older daughter often says to me, "Daddy, you've got that serious look again." Even those of us who are committed to non-seriousness are probably too serious. People are frustrated and uptight about virtually everything. Being 5 minutes late. Oh, I was getting that this morning too. Somebody was like in a rush to something, not even that important. Maybe it was to court, so maybe it was important, but like I was getting the kids ready. This is what happened to me this morning that brought it up. I was getting the kids ready and I was like, "Parker, get dressed, man, get dressed." And then Adrian was like, "Mom, chill. I was like, "Okay." I looked at the clock. They still had 20 minutes. Okay, so it was like just in a rush for no reason. And I was like, "Okay." Okay. Sorry. I'll chill. Having someone else show up 5 minutes late, having someone else show up late, okay? Being stuck in traffic, witnessing someone look at us wrong or say the wrong thing, paying bills, waiting in line, overcooking a meal, making an honest mistake, you name it. We all lose perspective over it, okay? And I'm getting like when you were with this person, you just lost your shit at absolutely fucking everything. You despised this person. You wanted them to feel like that, okay? For control reasons. Like someone's just really fucking cruel. You name it, they did it, okay? Any sort of diminishing tactic to have someone... This is like abuse, okay? And then this is someone sleeping with someone's abusive ex. The root of being uptight is our unwillingness to accept life as being different in any way from our expectations. Okay, so this person expected this friend to come back somehow in order to end something for you. Okay, but I'm getting like they wanted them to slander you, like they wanted them to have an in order to make all of their shit talk validated just by you guys like being associated, right? But it can't work because you won't accept them into your life anymore because of those reasons of them being so fucking toxic, which is a really great thing. Follow that intuitive feeling. Like if you recognize that as a negative friend, okay, take it as the truth, okay? They showed you who they are and that's truly who they are, okay? And it's not like the pros and cons weighed themselves out and you laid boundaries, okay, recognize that you had to lay those boundaries at one point, because they could just be like acting that way, right? They could just be acting that way because you told them, you set that boundary of what the guidelines are to be your friend. So they could totally be faking it to your face and then going back and like hating the fact that they had to even change a little bit. So if you made these boundaries more than once and you're continuously having to make boundaries, use your intuition when it comes to that person, because it's more likely that they're like exceeding other, like, you know, skating a line with other things. Since you made a boundary with one thing, they have to go skate a line. They have to just fucking push it, man. Like a line skater, like just pushing it like a little fucking toddler. You know how kids are like testing you? They'll test and see how far they can fucking push you. That's how this person is, a grown ass kid, and they're just like trying to like push everything that would be fucking annoying. So if you're constantly having to like set boundaries with someone, recognize that that could be something that they're doing is like, yeah, they're not doing the last thing that you set a boundary about, but they're doing something else. Okay, and that's just like kind of having a fit because they don't actually respect the boundary. They're just acting like they do to personify a good friend that could still have an in. So just like use your intuition when it comes to that. Like recognize how many times you've had to set different boundaries. Okay. And that would be a good situation. Like if you make out printouts of the list, okay, and you circled something, but it was like 50-50. So it was like, okay, this person still potentially could be a good friend. I'm going to set this boundary where they're not a good friend and see how it goes from there. You could like write that person's name on that piece of paper. And if they do something else, bring another sheet out and put like so-and-so number 2. Okay, so that's 2 boundaries now that I've had to set. So-and-so number 3, that's 3 boundaries I've had to set. Maybe this person isn't good for me, right? So that you're not always indefinitely giving them like the, I'm hearing okie doke. You're not going along with the okie doke. You know? You're like, I need this boundary. There's this boundary. Okay, or we can't be friends. And they're like, okie dokie. And then they go do something else. Like, what? Oh, shit. The root of being uptight is our own willingness to accept life as being different in any way from our expectations. Very simply, we want things to be a certain way, but they're not a certain way. Life is simply as it is. Perhaps Benjamin Franklin said it best. Our limited perspective, our hopes and fears, become our measure of life. And when circumstances don't fit our ideas, they become our difficulties. Okay, and those difficulties are really something to look at, really something to inspect, okay? Because fear is an illusion. If we fear something, we should really understand why, okay? And not in order to like be scared, but in order to build some sort of courage to rise above that fear. Okay, really look that fear in the eye and understand where it comes from. Because the next person could have a totally different fear that's at the same like range, right? Why is that? Why is that we all have different fears? Why wouldn't they just be the same if it was actually accurate? It's because it is an illusion, and we need to build this bravery, this courage to rise above it. Okay, so maybe someone has a fear of being alone. Maybe someone has a fear of someone surpassing them financially. Maybe someone has a fear of never being a part of their child's life. Okay, but if that was actually a really legit fear, you would have did everything in your means to not have that happen, and you didn't. So someone really needs to look at what they're fearing and really look it in the eyes and understand the reality of their circumstances instead of living in this delusional state of being like fucking frustrated and angry and miserable and whatever the fuck is going on. Like, it's overwhelming. It's an overwhelming sense of like delusion. Like, what are you even talking about? That doesn't even make sense. It's not even actually going off of any sort of fact. Someone's lying to themselves and others. Okay? So the root of it is a lie. And it comes down to a fear of something, whatever it is to you, but it really needs to be looked at in order to get over this repetitive cycle. Someone's been in a cycle they're like since they're really young. And it's burnt a lot of bridges. And they're just continuing to point blame. Like, somebody really needs to surrender that battle with self, because you're going to burn out. We spend our lives wanting things, people, and events to just be as we want them to be. And when they're not, we fight and we suffer. The first step in recovering from our over-seriousness is to admit that we have a problem, that we want to change. We want to be more easygoing. Yeah, because when you're not, people don't want to work with you. They'll act like they do, but they don't really want to. You have to see that your own uptightness is largely your own creation. It's composed of the way that you've set up your life and the way that you react to it. The next step is to understand the link between your expectations and your frustration level. Whenever you expect something to be a certain way and it isn't, you're upset and you suffer. On the other hand, when you let go of your expectations, when you accept life as it is, you're free. And way more creative, right? Way more creative, because you've kind of compartmentalized it, right? Your emotions. When you detach your emotions from things, you're able to think outside the box way more freely, okay? So maybe somebody needs to just like take their emotions out of it, because they've already gone this far. They're going to have to, in order to move forward and freely like navigate their way out of this one. To hold on is to be serious and uptight. To let go is to lighten up. A good exercise is to try to approach a single day without expectations. Don't expect people to be friendly. When they're not, you won't be surprised or bothered. If they are, you'll be delighted. Don't expect your day to be problem-free. Instead, problems come up and say to yourself, another hurdle to overcome. As you approach your day in this manner, you'll notice how graceful life can be. Rather than fighting against life, you'll be dancing with it. Pretty soon, with practice, you'll lighten up your entire life. And when you lighten up, life is a lot more fun. Nurture a plant. So maybe somebody likes to plant, or they pride themselves on having plants. Okay? I'm getting like planting seeds of doubt, but we're just gonna move on with this one, okay? I'll see you guys this afternoon. Have a good day.